huge fan. My name is Irene. My question for you is, in what ways has shooting this movie helped you grow?
I think, you know, like I always said, is I've been on Hannah Montana. I auditioned when I was 11, and I started shooting really quickly after that. So I've been doing the same show, which became kind of my comfort and my security blanket. You know, after every project I did or tour or whatever, I had something to go back to that was easy for me, and the same rhythm kind of over and over again. And so this is something new. So it helped me grow just as a person and the experience I share, but mostly just as, you know, an actress and to know, you know, what it's like on, you know, a set and to warm me up to that and see if that's really what I want to do, which it is. It's a really good experience.
Greg, you had a pretty intense scenario to play out. I'm sure it helped you grow in some ways, right?
Yeah.
Am I overstating?
No, there was a lot of growing, No, it was great. It was a nice story, and you know, there's some father-daughter stuff that takes place in this, and then we have some kids. So this was like looking into the crystal ball. You know, and seeing this is all going.
It's all downhill from there.
She did a really good job. She has to do a lot in this. I'll get that a little later.
I'm sorry.
She has to do a live stream. She has to do a lot in this movie. I mean, it asks a lot of Miley in the film. She did a good job.
So what was it like working as a father-daughter team?
It was good. It was good for me.
You know, it was fun. You know, Greg was fun. It's cool to work next to him, but I wouldn't do it again. Just it's cool.
Did it kind of take on a protective vibe after a little while? Like, did you get kind of met?
I had to protect him a lot. The boys were all over him.
She doesn't have to be protected of anything. This is like,
oh yeah,
there's like one
clear.
scene.
A lot,
there's like one scene where it's like there's some vulnerability actually out of Miley, and it's not easy. I mean, it's a tough role to play, and she does has to do a lot, like I said, with it. But yeah, no, we got through it in the hot Georgia summer.
Yeah, I got through it. It was hard, but you know, Julianne did a lot of work with them on the side to get them prepared for this. So.
All right, well, let's go to the next question. This is for Liam over here. You're adorable, and your accent is very good.
Who the heck is Sammy G?
That's Sammy G. Yeah, you got problems, Sammy G.
What's up?
Thank you. What did you think of Miley when you first met her?
I thought she was beautiful, to be honest. That was what I thought when I first met her. And we had really good chemistry.
Right away?
Yeah.
He has an accent.
We had a great read together for the first time.
Oh, you had
He's making faces. I'm laughing at him, not you. I'm sorry.
Greg is making a laugh.
Yeah.
Was that your take on it as well, Julie, when you saw
What, I saw Liam looking at Miley and think
together?
she was beautiful? Oh, well, definitely. There was, from the first day of shooting, it was clear that there was great chemistry between them. I couldn't be sure until I saw it up on the screen, and then I thought, this is going to work.
Cool. Let's go to the next question. And this one is for the moment, it's still Sammy G. By the way, I love the screensaver. How lovely is this screensaver? Takes you right there.
Yeah, Liam, you look great in that picture.
Yeah. By the way, let me double back while we're having technical issues. How are you all, by the way? Because, you know, promoting a film is a lot of work. I feel like this is going to be an easy experience for you.
It's good. And your screen is now working.
Nice. That was called killing time. This is for Nicholas.
It's called How You Keep Your Job 101.
Yeah. So, my oh my, I love your novels. You're a genius. How does it feel to have...
He's like, yeah, I know.
How does it feel to have 2 movies based off your novels come out this year? The last song is my absolute favorite. That was Lisa D.
You know, it's been a lot of fun. It's the first time it's happened for me. I've had a few other films made, but never 2 in a year, and that was neat. I mean, I've had to do a lot more promotion this year, and it's kind of cut into my writing schedule, I suppose. But other than that, it's been good.
It's got to be a big payoff when you get to see your creation up on screen.
It's a lot of fun. It is. I remember I came to Los Angeles, I don't know, back in November. I got to watch 2 of them, one on Tuesday, one on Wednesday. It was great. You know, you watch them and you see everything kind of unfold for the first time, all in one set piece. And I had my version of the project, and those were the novels. And then you hand it over, and they take the story, but they kind of added different elements to a vision. And it's really a lot of fun to see how it comes out and to see how everyone did, and it was great.
Do you ever get nervous about how they're going to pay justice to your words?
The first time when I did Message in a Bottle, because that was a long time ago, and that was really neat. You know, you sit there in this little screen and you're watching it up there, and they're like, well, Teresa, and you're like, hey, I picked that name. You know, you're going through this whole movie like, wow, that's so cool. You know, and then you're like, oh yeah, what's happening in the film?
Right.
It was neat. But now I'm able to sit back and watch it, I think, a little bit more objectively.
Nice, nice. So moving on to the next question, we have one from Judd M. for Julianne. Miley has such a huge following from her previous, more comedic roles. What was it like working with her on a more dramatic role?
It's interesting, actually, because I didn't know Miley was such a huge star when I first started working with her, because I've got 2 boys, and they're 5 and 18 months outside the demographic. And so I just approached her as an actress. And I just could tell immediately that she's just got this amazing kind of complexity and depth and as a person, and is so bold as an actress. If any challenges that I threw out to her emotionally, she would meet, and more so. It was a complete joy working with her as an actress.
Have you gotten more familiar with her work prior?
I really hope you haven't watched it.
I think she's fantastic in that, and it's a testament to her range, really, as an actress.
Do you ever bump in her music?
No.
You can't avoid her music.
Let's check out the next question. It's from Emily. This is for Miley. Do you have advice for young actresses looking for their chance at making it big?
I think, you know, the biggest thing is, for me, is that my dad has always been like, you know, just perfect your craft and like make it the way that you live your life, and just always, you know, never stop studying. That's kind of what my dad does. I mean, I don't think my dad and I ever watch a movie where we're not like, wow, that was a really good performance. I would love to take something from that actress from this. So he just always says, you know, never stop studying, don't ever stop learning, and, you know, kind of the minute I think that you think you're the best is the minute that all kind of falls apart. You've got to just continue to know that there's people out there that could be great teachers for you, and just always keep your eyes open for that.
That's great advice. Great advice. So this is for everybody. Who were you most nervous to work with from Savannah?
Greg, he was so difficult when we first met. We had our very first table read.
See, the thing
I
about
just knew.
is if the camera is not on him, then you're in big trouble.
Well, why is that?
Because he'll say the weirdest things before you tape, and then he's like, and he has to be serious. But then if it's on his thing, we don't even like look at him because he's like all method and like weird.
I can't leave. That's why I didn't want to put this microphone on a leash.
So is this a fair assessment, Greg? Would you like to?
Yeah, like off camera, if it's your shot, you're like coughing and you're like acting all weak, and then if it's our thing, you're like behind the thing.
Cross-eyed.
I'm kidding.
Guilty
I
as
think we have
charged.
a question for
You're
Greg.
never gonna
What attracted you to the role of Miley's dad? Well, now.
Okay. What you got for that, Greg?
God,
Way to weasel
God
out of that.
knows, man. No idea. No, I thought listen, I thought that's not true, by the way. That's completely not
Oh, it's
true.
totally true.
Oh, maybe when we were out at the beach or something.
There
After
was
a
a
few
particular
days.
scene where
There was one
we
scene.
had a
One small
I don't
scene.
remember you guys getting to Othello on this cassette either. With all due respect. All right, so working as Miley. Well, I too, I actually have young daughters, but they're so young that I hadn't approached some of the, the TV shows. So I didn't really know a lot about just how, Miley's the scope of her fame and like how many
It's becoming a
people,
theme with
how many
Liam and
people would
Georgia.
show up to the set at the end of the day. I mean, I thought I'd worked with some famous actors. There were crowds. It was like the Beatles out there waiting to get to spot you getting into your car and taking off at the end of the day. It's pretty remarkable.
They were for you.
I found out they weren't, and, but it was pretty remarkable. But I thought the script was nice. I really thought that it had some nice human themes in it. And Julianne's done some wonderful work in the BBC and had done a film that was amazing. Up the Mountain.
Coming down
Coming down the mountain. Sorry, not
That's
up.
okay,
Not
I
up.
forgot
Coming
what
down. Coming down the mountain. A really great film that has some